Look at this bullshit. I'm just spamming anti-matter bomb. That's it. So before any of this happened today, this was basically the loadout that I was running with Atomic. It's doing damn good DPS, and I thought I was onto something. But then we really stumbled onto something. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the test server with MadRabbit. And today we're gonna go ahead and explain something that I've kind of figured out with me and some of my friends here on a test server, testing out different powers, and really to try to make the video short, since we have been testing for like 10 to probably 12 hours straight. So that you understand what I'm gonna explain to you, I'm just gonna give you a foundation so you can go off that and just take my word for it. Take my word for it. If you want to see it, I mean, the video is gonna take fucking 4 hours for me to explain all the numbers I've seen, but I'm gonna show you some numbers. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down a foundation as far as why I think that STATS REVAMP right now is kind of broken altogether. At the moment, out of the 6 powers, we found 4 powers, probably 5 misbehaving. As far as what I'm gonna tell you that the powers are what the powers are doing, and 1 for sure is broken, which is Atomic, which is anti-matter bomb. I don't think the damage is splitting on that. That's the reason for that. But I'll get to that. First, the foundation that I want to lay is that I want to go ahead and explain to you all that as far as these 3 sparring targets right here, using some of the best DPS in this league and some of the best loadouts with all the powers, we got a range between 19k and 21k. Every now and then with some great crits, you can hit 24k and 25 with really good crits and a really fast rotation with all the powers. So that's our range. That's our range when we're testing against these sparring targets. Mind you, we are keeping power in mind, because not only did we test this here, but we ran raids, we ran duos, we ran the alerts, we ran more raids, and like I said, just take my word for it as a foundation, where we were seeing 19 to 21 Ks basically from every power, which is good, which shows balance. Everybody was kind of, these are all great DPSs that have found great loadouts, great specs, have a ton of skill points already on here, more than test server grants you. And they were putting up great numbers, and when you would run with them in Olympus, everybody's doing their own thing, and with their own power, and everybody's in the same range, 13, 15 millions. Everybody's right there in that range, so you know that you're running with a good crew. And we tested this out, and what's happening is, just to give you the short of it, and I'll go ahead and show you it later. What's happening is that in certain powers, if you set up a PI and just spam the 100 power 0.5 second power that you have in whatever power you have, you'll basically out DPS any hybrid rotation. So every hybrid rotation, remember what I was telling you, was parsing at around 19 to 21k, creating at around 24. Every now and then a 25, right? Gadgets was the only one that I was able to see. No, bullshit. That was part of the spam tests. I'll get to that later, because it's the least broken one. Still broken, but it's the least broken one. So as the foundation, yeah. Now we got ourselves the test scores, 19 to 21K, 24K crits. But guess what? Apply an AoE dot or your supercharged generator and then just spam that power, that cheap power, the rest until the supercharged generator comes up, and you're basically at 22K DPS. You could you could average out around 20. Nice rotations get you about 22K DPS, and some powers get into the 30s. Can you believe that? That's just spamming one power compared to a rotation that could include phase dodge, clipping, weapon combos, different powers, interactions, a complex loadout, thought out and well played. But no, you get more damage out of just spamming one power. That's wrong. Now, the most blatant example of this is Atomic, which is the reason why I'm Atomic right now. Because I'm going to start off with this and I'm going to go ahead and change powers. So, remember what I told you about, the averages. 19 to 21K, 24K crits, right? I just watch this. I shouldn't even press shield on there, but just watch this. Because it's ridiculous. 24K. That's what I was critting before. We're just going to keep spamming it. 29K. Remember the averages that I was telling you about? Now the reason that this one is more evident is because it's a huge AoE. It hits everybody if you have 8 targets. And it doesn't split. So, since it doesn't split, I don't think it splits evenly. Just watch the parser on here. It's ridiculous. 69K. If you're playing the stats revamp, go to your league hall, go here to the 8 dummies, and try to get 69K on a parser. Try to get 70K on a parser, using anything but what I'm doing now. I highly doubt you'll get there. But you go ahead and try. 76K. It just keeps going up, and I'm not even using my supercharged generator. So, see, it's the most blatant one. So let me go ahead and switch powers. Alright, so we're going to switch to ice now. And we're going to go ahead and show you some numbers with ice. A rotation with ice that you've seen me go ahead and top DPS with in Olympus many times. So we'll go ahead and switch to that. Let's go ahead and switch our rotation up. Alright, so Wintry Tempest, Ice Bash. I'm not going to worry about the supercharge, but we'll go ahead and put it in there. Snowball. Ice Boulder. This is working now. Snow Devil. And where's Blizzard? Where's Blizzard? Where's Wintry Tempest 2.0? Feels kind of weak still. Just compared really to Atomics. Fuck is Blizzard? There it is. Okay. So you can get an idea. This is what I would normally be doing with ice. And let's go ahead and pop Snow Devil first so we don't lose that DPS. Right? That's what you see me doing, you see? See what I'm talking about? 24K. And there's a 20, basically. So you get the idea, right? I'm getting 23Ks over here with 3. Now watch this. Let's even wait for Snow Devil to disappear. Because I don't even want that extra damage. Alright, he's gone. Now check this out. $22. And if you're thinking to yourself that this is impossible in a raid, or it's let me tell you, it's possible in a duel without a troll. 20. Now, do you think doing this merits having the DPS high up there in the 20Ks? Compared to a rotation with Snow Devil? You know what? Let's pop Snow Devil. Let's see how much we're gonna do now. 24, I'm guessing. 24,837. See what I'm saying? I just did more right there doing that than I did with my hybrid rotation. Now let me show you my stats real quick. I am at 15k might. Reason I did this was because I was running might anyways. I was just specking a little bit into power. And I said to myself, well, if I can run this in a duo, this is easy with one troll in any raid. If I just spam this rotation, and then I even went might in my head and in my shoulders. Don't even need that power right there. I'm just a straight up 29. Mind you, yeah, I'm at 188 now. But like I'm saying, I was comparing damage with everybody else in the league. Everybody else in the league was 188, so we were trying to get consistent numbers so that I can, give you this foundation so you can understand what's happening in the game. Right? So let's go ahead and switch powers, and I'll keep showing you, the numbers and what's happening. You know what? First, let's go out here. So you understand how much more Atomic was doing, because I know how to play this. So the other powers I really won't know how to play, but I'll be able to spam and get 24Ks easy. So that's gonna be the problem. See, 21K. And what was I parsing with Atomic? Like 76K. You see the problem? That's just anti-matter bomb not splitting damage. And yeah, I may be fucking up on this rotation. Or not, but 21Ks. You see what I'm saying? I'm not lying to you about the numbers. Anywhere from 19 to 21Ks, 24K crits, or good rotations. Excuse me. So, now we have that as a foundation, right? We'll see the numbers over here as well. So we're going to go ahead and pop Snow Devil, Wintry Tempest, and spam Snowball. I mean, just really, this is not what I wanted fucking Stats Revamp to become. 24K. There you go. 24K right there. I just out DPS my own loadout that I've taken like a month and a half to figure out with ice. Not figure out, but fine tune. You know what I mean? And every time that I ran into an instance, I've tried running everything else. So that right there explains the problem. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you with the other powers in the set. Alright, so I just switched to Mental, a power which I don't know how to play. I'm pretty sure I could figure it out, but I'm testing my other known powers at the moment. But, needless to say, with these two powers, Psychic Prison, which is a dot, which is basically what you want to do. It's my Wintry Tempest, and Cryokinesis, it's my Snowball. Remember the numbers in the parsers, right? Well, check this out. I'm a dot and just spam cryokinesis. Like I said, I don't have a rotation to compare this to, but it's a 23k right there. Let's just keep spamming cryokinesis without the dot. 21k. This shouldn't be happening. Now you either have to buff precision to make hybrid viable, or you're gonna have to nerf the hell out of powers and then fucking rebalance every NPC stat, which is the hard road. I wouldn't take that road. So I'm pretty sure with the weapons balance, as Crappy mentioned in the forums, the precision buff is gonna make this a little bit more obsolete, and they'll be able to keep the numbers like this. But at the moment, as far as we've been in the stats revamp, for this to be like this, I'm telling you, once I had access to sparring targets, we were gonna figure it out. And look at this. This is ridiculous. I don't know how to use mental right now, but right now I'm beating the best guy with the best loadout in a raid, and he's going, what the fuck? He's just spamming one power. I'm over here phase dodging and clipping this and clipping that and doing backflips over here, and he's just there doing this. Out DPSing me. Nah, that's not how this game should reward skill. Let's change to another power. Alright, what are we gonna go with now? Let's go with electricity. So I don't know this power either, but it don't take much. Basically gotta find the dot and a burst, and I know my burst already. My burst is shockwave. Shockwave, and then big ass clouds that I hate. Is it electrocute? Yeah, that one. Okay, and this one can go crazy. I'll show you the crazy loadout with this one. Because with all of them, think of it this way. With all of them, you can include a rifle tap. Gain some power back and have an additional precision tick in there, which is going to even raise your DPS even more. So let's go ahead and just show you this normal. Let's go ahead and apply the dot, spam the power. See what we'll get. And 22k. Dot, spam the power. Do you hear the keyboard? Clack, 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 clack. See this one? Not as, not as showcasey as the other two powers we've seen. But it's still there. It's still in the ballpark range. It's hitting like a damn good hybrid loadout. Look at this. Now watch me include phase dodge and watch how the damage goes up. Oh, wrong button. But even then, let's see with that mistake. 18k. 18k. That's what a slow rotation's doing. Or without any good crits in that span of 10 seconds. 18k. Alright. There we go. Now watch this one. That was with phase dodge, including the Tesla ball. 24k. Whoop! We just reached our target. See? Well, there goes electricity. Suffering the same symptom. Not as bad as atomic right now, but that's only because antimatter bomb is not splitting damage. And then this one's going to suffer from it too, because this shockwave only hits 5 targets. So when things like Olympus, when you're facing a big mob like this, you see how it only hits certain targets? See? So this one's gonna lose out on damage as far as that goes. Just little things that we noticed in testing along the way. I'm telling you, I want to thank Rude. I want to thank Orc, Galvin, all the people that helped me test today. Kuroki, Crappy for testing out some of the suggestions that I was giving them, and providing numbers back as far as damage out and averages. I'm telling you, I'm really just trying to give you the straight info and save you some time. I know you guys like to see proof and all that shit. Just take my word for it this time. Alright, let's go ahead and switch powers. Seen enough of this. Alright, on to sorcery, right? So with sorcery, circle of destruction to get your dot. We're going to include phase dodge in one of the rotations later on, but we're going to have offering because we're going to have fury up because most rotations use fury, although some in my league were able to go ahead and push out top numbers without fury in the loadout. So that's but as far as it goes, same ballpark range. Transmutation is going to be the one that we're going to go ahead and spam. Alright, let's go check this out. First, no fury. Let's go ahead and just spam circle and transmutation. There we go. Alright. So just remember the numbers and the ranges we're looking for. 26,773. You gotta be kidding me. Let's just spam this. I'm almost afraid to show you what it does with fury. But that's bad enough right there. A circle. This. Let's get fury out. $26K. $25K. This is power fury. Mind you, with one troll in the raid, you can do this. You can just spam this. 26K. You see what I'm getting at? All the powers. Now you come with your, get to 188. Come with your dude here, and try to beat that parser right there with sorcery. If you can beat it, great. I bet you can't beat it by like more than 2K. And that's because during the other one you have Weapon Mastery and Fury going up for you, and you don't really have to worry about spamming. This one works kind of differently, but look at the numbers it puts out. So easy. All you really gotta do is this. Fuck Fury. Don't even worry about Fury. Just do this. Look. Boom. 24K. Easy. Oh, 20K. Look. 20K. That's 3 weeks worth of testing right there. 21K. Alright, so you saw it with sorcery now. Let's change powers. Now on to the last power, gadgets. So gadget kind of stays out of the picture for this one because the gadgets can put up pretty good numbers, but not really spamming because it does have a lot of power cost initiating and trying to put the damage out. The bursts aren't really there as they are in other powers. We've tried Paralyzing Dart, Gauss Grenade, and Sticky Bomb, and as far as conserving power and putting damage out, the best damage out is Sticky Bomb, but the sweet point in the middle is Gauss Grenade, and even then you'll see the numbers it puts out. So we're going to just apply with Cryo Foam and then Gauss Grenade. And that's just those two. We'll see what that does. Remember, you can have turret out at the same time and be clipping phase dodge with one of these right here. Every rotation that you go ahead and clip this. So Cryo Foam, Gauss Grenade. 23K. But I ran out of power. See what I'm saying? This one does more, but you run out of power more, just way faster. So this is not viable. Everything else that I was showing you, it's viable. It's viable in raids. That's why this one kind of stays out of it, but it still does it. It still does it. Look at that, 26K with was that gauze grenade? I don't know. I don't really know its power. Sticky bomb. But yeah, that's your 300 cost with a fucking 0.5 second cooldown. It's gonna eat up your power bar super quick. But even with paralyzing dart, let's just go ahead and see the damage on that. $19K. I'm just straight spamming paralyzing dart. If I get some good crits in there, I could hit 21. See, that's what I'm saying. This one doesn't really suffer from that. But even then, let's say that span is 19 to 21. We're critting at 24. 16K for just spamming a 100 power paralyzing dart. That's too much. But how do you fix it? You gotta compensate by making this worth it. Look at that. 2Ks. I'm critting 20K with that. What do you think I'm gonna do? 20K. See what I'm saying? I mean, numbers don't lie. We're gonna gravitate towards that. And eventually today we just started boiling it all down and we're like, hey, why don't we just spam one power? And we figured the easier you make the loadout, we started noticing the easier you start making the loadout, the higher your DPS was getting. And we were like, oh no. Oh no. All this time wasted. So I hope I've provided enough proof here to show you and help you understand what's going on as far as the damage out, spammability of certain powers, the balance in the numbers. And the thing is this, like I was telling you before, I'm running with my league mates and we're in the same ballpark if we're running hybrid. And today I went into a raid and all I did was spam anti-matter bomb and I was up by like 10 mil in the first 10 minutes of the raid. It was insane against great DPSs that you don't just pull away from like that, you know what I mean? So something's broken right there. And then started testing, bringing everybody was here all day just spurting out numbers, and like I'm telling you, just I hope I presented it well, basically is what I'm saying. I'm gonna post this on the forums and hope it gets heard, because it's broken. The system's broken. If spamming one power can out DPS a full rotation, the system's broken. Shouldn't be like that. That's not how the game should work. I'll leave you with turret and some spammy ability right there. There you go. For the power that, the one that's out of the picture. Straight up 24K. I'll leave you with that. Alright, take it easy, y'all. MadRabbit out. Thanks for watching. And share this one. If you're going to share one, share this one. Take it easy, y'all.